Just left just left something I had going on last night. Man, Hungary is something else, man. Easy, easy for the black man. And I would highly suggest if you have the opportunity to come here. But I also feel that sometimes it's like it's too easy that sometimes I feel like it's too easy that we drop the ball, we let things go. We don't have patience. We don't, put in the be kind and all the other extra stuff that we probably should be doing when we meet a woman. Because last night I literally had a woman in my bedroom, and she left. Like, I guess I ain't treat her right, but she came over asking me a million questions. Where am I from? What am I doing? Blah, blah. She was asking me a million questions. And I turned off the light and said, I'm going to bed. Then she was like, turn the light on. I was like, nope. I feel like I'm leaving. I said, okay. Prime example. Like, she was literally in my bedroom, laying on my bed, but it's 10 o'clock at night, And now I'm asking her, like, hey, did you come over here to talk? So it is what it is. But I'm gonna do a follow-up video soon. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be at. Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be at. Let's take a few minutes and talk about Budapest. Let's talk about Budapest. How I came across Budapest is I was looking at cheap flights and non-stop flights. I hate layovers. So I'm looking. And I'm like, Budapest. It kept coming up on my Google flights. Straight flights from my destination. So I'm like, hey, well, I got a new Tinder match. You probably can't see it. But anyway, I'm like, hey, let me try Budapest out. I haven't really heard anyone say, hey, let's go to Budapest. Budapest is a great country. So I started doing some research. I'm like, man, I'm probably going to hate this place. I'm probably not going to enjoy myself. Let me go ahead and give it a shot, right? It was a nonstop flight, fairly cheap ticket. So I really had nothing really to lose. Plus I'm trying to get some Marriott points or days, whatever the case may be. I gotta get 50 days before the end of the year. So I booked my flight to Budapest. Then I started to be real active on Tinder. I was extremely active on Tinder, boosting my profile, super liking stuff that I suggest men to do. When you're traveling, boost your profile, super like stuff along those lines to get attention. Because no matter how you cut this cake, women are going to get attention. But if you want them to have more visibility of you or increase the chances of them seeing your profile, boost your profile. Right, Tinder's expensive. Tinder has gone up over the past few years. I think I'm paying like $59.99 a month for Tinder Platinum or whatever it's called, and it didn't used to be that. I think it was like $30 at one point in time. But I boosted my profile and I kept getting hits, kept getting hits, kept getting hits, kept getting hits. Like, man, this is crazy, right? This is like Thailand, right? Kept getting hits. I'm talking to women. We're moving over from Tinder to WhatsApp. Moving over from WhatsApp to Instagram. They want to see more pictures of me. I want to see more pictures of them. And I had like 8, 9 numbers from women in Budapest before I even arrived. 8 or 9 numbers, literally, literally. And I'm going to say this respectfully. It's 3 countries where Tinder was buzzing for me. Right. Number 1 is going to be Thailand. Number 2 is going to be Bahrain. Thailand, Bahrain, and number 3, funny enough, uh, is going to be Budapest. Dubai might be 3, Budapest might be 4. It's a toss up. But those 3 or 4 countries, you are going to get uh, you're gonna get hits on Tinder. It's just a guarantee. But what separates Budapest from the rest of these countries is 9 times out of 10, your matches in Bahrain are going to be working women. 9 times out of 10, your matches in Thailand are going to be working women. 9 times out of 10, your matches in Dubai are going to be working women. But these women that I came across in Budapest, it was something different. No one asked me for no money. No one said pay for play, short time. You do this, you do that. I need this. No one said, hey, my time isn't cheap. There was no clues or indications of these women wanted money for their services. These women aren't coming across a lot of people that look like us. They're not coming across a lot of brown people. I'm trying to get out of saying black. Brown people. Could be Black American, could be African, could be, Asian, could be Dominican, Colombian. As a whole, could be, whatever. As a whole, they don't see a lot of brown people. And respectfully, uh, I did not see a lot of brown people there. I'm just being honest. I may have seen one, maybe 2 brown individuals in Budapest over the few days that I was there. So here's the thing when it comes to attraction. You are naturally attracted to something that you don't see every day, right? When I was growing up, I was naturally attracted to black women, right? Naturally. When I went to start traveling, I was naturally attracted to Dominicans. When I started traveling, I was naturally attracted to Colombians. When I started going to Africa, I was naturally attracted to Rwandans or Ugandans or Egyptians. It's because they are something different. They are something you're not used to seeing. They are foreign. And you, as a brown man, you are going to get that kind of naturally attracted to you because you're something different. Naturally attracted to you because you're not something that they have seen every day. They only see you on social media and the television. And don't get me wrong, a lot of the stuff that they see on social media and the television are negative. But it doesn't take away from the fact that you are different. You are exotic. You're not something that they see on a regular basis. So, I promised everyone, I had promised everyone that I was going to go see them. I had promised everyone dinners. I had promised everyone dates. I'm just being honest. But I know from experience that when you're talking to someone 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, by the time you get there, they might be busy. They might not have time. They might have forgot about you. They might not respond to your messages. You might be blocked. They might not remember you. And there's things to do to try to prevent these things from happening, like planning ahead, talking to them every day, make sure they don't forget about you. But things happen. You may meet someone in 2 weeks prior. Y'all been talking for 2 weeks. Or you go a couple days without talking to her. You get there Friday, and say, hey, let's meet. She's busy. You said, let's meet Saturday. She got plans. She's going out with her friends. So things don't always come as you expected them to come, but things will come. So I met someone, to be honest with you, my first 3 hours in Budapest, I had somebody in my bedroom. Maybe 4 hours max. I had someone in my bedroom because I had already pre-gamed her. I had already talked to her. I had already had conversations. I had already, video chatted with her. So she knew what time it was when I got there. She was extremely excited. So my first 4 hours in Budapest, I had someone in my bedroom, laying on my bed. Uh, and I don't think I've ever had that happen in my life, where you're talking to someone and they come right on over when you're there. She was just naturally excited to spend time with. So it was this one individual. We spent time together. She was cool. But this is kind of how this went. We went out to, like, I'm trying to stop drinking, right? Like, I'm not really into the nightlife stuff. I went out and experienced the nightlife in Budapest, which I'll make a video on. I asked the guy for a unalcoholic drink. He gave me an orange juice. I said, man, just whatever. Just give me a Jack and Coke, loser. Because there are drinks out there that don't have alcohol. But anyway, I'm trying to stop drinking. Trying to stop. I enjoy sometimes going out, but I'm trying to stop drinking alcoholic beverages when I go out. So long story short, I met this individual. We went out to some club, a bar, or something. Uh, One of those places where I've never seen it before yet. I was lost, honestly. I got to the building and walked around it. I'm like, man, how do you get in this thing? Right? It looked closed. Excuse me. So you had to knock on the door. I'm like, man, what kind of private place is this? I already knew off the bat it was going to be expensive. If I got to knock on the door to enter and you ask me, do I have a reservation? I already know off the bat it's going to be expensive. So whatever. I let her pick. We went in there. I got there first. She came like 10 minutes later. Nice restaurant. I might do a video on it. Nice, exquisite restaurant. They had a lot of drinks. It was kind of like a alcohol bar. Like the menu had probably 50 different drinks up there, right? So they catered towards different drinks. We had a good time. After that, I was like, "Hey, what you trying to do?" She let us go somewhere else. I'm like, cool. Uh, I had a non-alcoholic drink. She had a drink. She had two drinks. First drink she didn't like. Second drink she liked, kinda. We went somewhere else. Went to this other spot. I might do a video on clubs in Budapest too. Went to this other spot. It was cool. A little dirty for me. Not something I regularly go to. A little hole in the wall spot. But she picked it. She liked it. We're there. We're talking. We're drinking. Whatever the case may be. All right, having a good time, enjoying each other's conversation. I'm telling her all the nice things she wants to hear, of course. And it was getting late. It was probably 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, hey, what you want to do? Da da da. So long story short, as you can imagine, ended back up at her place. Uh, Ended back up at her place. This is me at her place. Um, it's PG-13. Don't worry, I'm just showing legs. This is me at her place. We are watching television. I think she had went and got. Matter of fact, this is a PG-13 now. This is out. This is after I got out of the shower. Cause here's my thing. I like to get in the shower. Like I don't really like being out all day, clubbing all day, whatever, working all day, then laying around. Like I like to take a shower first thing. So first thing I'm like, hey, you got a shower, da da da. You got extra towel, da da da. So I took out my clothes, got in the shower. She gave me a towel that she said she had just washed. I don't know how because it was damp when I put it on my skin. Whatever, I'm still there. What I'm supposed to do. So I used this damp towel that was probably dirty that she used and dried off. And here I am laying on or sitting on her couch watching a movie. So I am watching a movie. We start watching the movie together. I don't even know what was on Netflix. right? Because here's the thing, you're gonna have to put some kind of effort into being like, oh man, this we on about the SEX, right? So I'm sitting watching a movie, shooting to watch a movie, Netflix, whatever the case may be, or her TV didn't work, or her TV kept cutting off. I'm not gonna talk about her apartment or television, but I am for a second. So long story short, I unplugged her TV, plugged it back in, and started working. She started yawning. Cute. She was like, "I'm tired." Obviously, I'm tired too. So we get to the bedroom, and I'll spare you the details. But it was just that easy. Uh, like I said, the first woman that came to my room, she was in my room like 4 or 5 hours after I landed. This one, we went out to two different spots. Next thing you know, I'm back at her place watching Netflix until until something else happened. But it was just that easy. And I've been to a lot of countries, as you can see, that's been documented on my channel. But Budapest is for sure the third or fourth uh, country that I would suggest a brown man go to. Right? Here's the thing about white men, right? Let's say a white man is walking down the street. They don't know if you're from Budapest. They don't know if you're from Poland, Ukraine. You look just like every other white man, respectfully. Because I've been places. I was in somewhere in Romania. They were like, "Oh man, you from Nigeria? You from Africa?" I'm like, no." You know what I'm saying? Because there's always that I could be from London. I could be from Panama. I could be from DR. I could be from anywhere else in Africa. But I guess the only country that a lot of these, Europeans know is Nigeria. Oh, you Nigerian. I thought you was Nigerian. I'm not Nigerian. One. Two, out of all the countries in Africa, why did you pick Nigeria? But anyway, long story short, I would highly suggest if you're a black, brown, orange man to go to Budapest. You will have a great time. It's not often that I compare countries to Thailand, and it's hard to beat Thailand. Uh, just being honest. But Budapest for sure, Hungary for sure is the top 3 or 4 countries that I would suggest men to go to if you're ever in this area. Any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments. Until next.